Hello people, good evening. Today with me, Kadek Mertada in Kadek Mertada's journey, and today we are going to discussing about how to improve our English faster, effectively, and properly. And today I'm not teaching you; it's just share my perspective, my point of view about how to improve our English skill. Yeah, so that's a disclaimer today. And I think the country that didn't use the English as a mother language, it is exactly very difficult to us to speak in English. But in the other hand, in a country or the citizen in a country that using English from their birth or their mother language, so they are really fluent to speaking it. Not like us, we are really difficult to saying it. But the big questions from my mind is that why is the baby of the people who are in the country that using the English as the mother language is able to speak in English rather than us? Even we are now, yeah, more than 10 years old or more than 20 years old or more than 40 years old, but we are not able to speak in English. So that's the big question from my mind. So here I have a perspective that the baby or the peoples that born in the country that using English as their mother language, because yeah, they are using their ear to listening to their parents or their surrounding, so they are able to improving their English skill. Yeah, because yeah, the environment or the surrounding is forcing them, not like us in our country not using English as our mother language. Like me in Indonesia, especially in Bali, so I'm Indonesian people. Yeah, English is not my mother language, so it's really harder to us to improve our English, to communicate using English. So I think from that case we can conclusion that we can improve our English by listening. So listening is the first step how to improving our skill, the first. And then when we are listening, so we can improving our English. So the second one, this is the fun fact. Yeah, it's not only in Indonesia, not only in America, England, Egypt, Cambodia, Vietnam, or many other countries in the world, that the peoples or the child can write, but they can speak in English, or they are able to speaking not only in English, but they are not able to write or read, but they are able to speak. So this is why I say that if we want to speak, so we don't have to write or read, so we just listen. So listen is very powerful for us to improve our English. That's why I told you from the first step that we have to use is we have to listen. Shut up our mouth and listen. Listen is very powerful. So the second one is related with the first trick, that's listening. And like I give the example here, like in my country, when when I was little, I can speak in Balinese, I can speak Indonesian, even or despite I cannot write and I can read, but I can speak. So that's why I told you that when we develop our English is not only via write or through the read, but we can improving it by listening. Yeah, that's simple, by listening. So that's the big questions from me, and the answer from me as well. And next, the point for today's video is, I almost forget that I want to tell you that how to improve our English. The first is we have to memorize a lot of words, a lot of vocabulary about subjects, about verb, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, and about time, present, past, future, about places or surrounding us, about nouns or things or belongings around us, as well as the adjectives or the character in our life, in ourselves, in surrounding us as well. So we have to collect a lot of words, so keep in our mind, so that can improve our English. Because assuming when we are don't have a word, the keywords when we want to speak, example, I want to, what is makan? Makan is in bahasa ya. What is makan? Makan, we don't know makan. What is makan? Yeah, we cannot saying that we are eating, so the people don't understand what we say. So that's why I told you, not only you but my students as well. I'm teaching students from the primary school, junior high school, senior high school, vocational school, and as well as for the students who want to work in cruise ship or in abroad or in the land of Australia, Asia, or America, or many others country. So I'm always saying that we have to collect at least one word a day. We have to memorize one word a day. That's the minimum. Assuming when we have one word a day, because we know that 1 month is 30 days, it will be 30 words, right? That is for the 1 words a day. Assuming for the 1 year is around 365 days, so I think we will have memorize the words for 365 as well, right? So that's assuming for the minimum words, only 1. But in the other hand, when we are memorize more than 1, assuming 5, you can imagine it. So we have to collect or memorize a lot of words, vocabulary. It's okay you start from the bottom, same like me. When I was in the senior high school, absolutely I'm not able to speak English. Just I can say yes, no, okay, and then just like that. But now, I'm not very smart, but at least I can speak in English. That's the point. That's the first. We have to memorize a lot of words. And the second one is we have to know the grammar. Grammar is tata bahasa. We know that grammar is very important for us when we are speaking, and I give a trick for you, because we know that there are 16 tenses in English, like present, past, future, perfect, and many others. The 16th is not efficiently, and I think we just using maybe 9 or 10 the effective for our speaking. So just memorize 9 or 10 or minimum 9 tenses. I tell you that the first is simple present tense, second one is simple past tense, simple future tense, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, what else, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect, continuous tense, and many others. You can see it in the dictionary or in the internet. But the point is you have to memorize 3 tenses. The first is simple present tense for today's activities or the everyday's activity or for the habit, and the second one is for the past activities or the activities that happened already, like we visited my mother yesterday, like that. We're using the past tense. And the last one is the future tense for the activities that we will be happening in the future, like I will cook tomorrow, I will go to school tomorrow. So this R is very important for us, very important, very powerful. So besides or apart from we collect a lot of words, we also learning how to using the grammar by the tenses. So when we have the words and then we using the tenses, and then the third is we have to practicing it every day. So when we are practicing it every day, so we can improving our English by speaking. We know that we don't have to have our friends or this partner for speaking. Yeah, we can speaking alone at home, like we can speaking in front of the mirror or in front of the camera like me. Yeah, right now I'm training myself. I want to improve my confidence exactly. So when we are practicing it, not only with our partner, but we can improve our English by speaking in front of camera or in front of the mirror. That's the point. And the last is the port. This is the very critical. When we want to speak in English with people, with the foreigners, with tourists, or with our English teacher, or with our co-workers in our workplace, so the point is we have to be confident, self-confidence. Assuming when we don't have the confidence when we are speaking, yeah, it must be we will not have the appreciate from our friends. The peoples will not hear us because we are not speaking in English well. That's why I told you we have to be confident. Like me right now, I'm confident to speak English. Right? Even I'm not well or expert in English, but yeah, at least I can share my motivation to you. We are start from the bottom, but let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it by ourselves. And then the last, this very important as well, is that we have to watching the English movie. Yeah, we know that when we are watching the English movie, like I give you the example like Harry Potter, because in Harry Potter using the British accent. So I think that's better for us because we can improving our accent. So when we are watching the English movie like Harry Potter, we can see their gesture, their expressions, as well as their accent, their body language. So that's really complete. But the point is, when you are watching the English movie like maybe the Harry Potter, please don't put the subtitle in it. So without subtitle. So we just listen and watch the villain. That's very powerful. And also we have to be consistent. Yeah, perhaps you want to I want to study English, I want to fluent in English, you say today, but tomorrow you don't want again to study. Yeah, I think that's wasting time. Yeah, I think when we really want to improving, developing our English, our speaking skill, yeah, you have to be consistent. Okay, be brave everyone, be confident. So our conclusions is, the first, we have to memorize a lot of words or vocabulary. The second one is we have to learning about the tenses or the grammar. And the third is we have to practicing it. We can practice with our partner, or if we don't have the partner, we just speak in front of the camera like me, or you can speak in front of the mirror. The fourth is we have to be confident. Confidence is really needed, required for us when we are speaking, not only in English, like Japanese, Egypt, many others language in the world. And also we have to try to watching the English movie. I give you maybe Harry Potter. Yeah. So guys, maybe that's all for today. I'm not teaching you today actually. I just sharing my experience when I'm teaching, my experience when I'm working with the foreigners, with the tourists. And I used to be a tour guide, so I just share my experience. Yeah, so keep it up, don't be afraid, just go ahead. Yeah, and maybe that's all for today. Yeah, for my video. And if you like this video, you can like. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, yeah, it's okay. If you don't want to subscribe, yeah, it doesn't matter. And if you want to give me the advice, suggestions, or recommendation for me, just comment below. Yeah, see you. Cheerios.